If you're looking for one of the easiest ways to help your First Editions plants thrive, I've got one word for you: water. And yes, while watering can be super easy, there are a few key tips you can follow to help your plants stay healthy, happy, and hydrated all season long. I'm Ryan from First Editions Shrubs and Trees, and welcome to Garden Gab. Now, before we dive into all things H2O, the advice I'm going to be sharing will be pretty general watering tips. So, depending on what plant or tree you've got and where you live, you might need to do things a little bit differently. So, head to firsteditionsplants.com and you'll find more specific watering information for your exact plant. Okay, let's go over 3 things to keep in mind before we dive fully in. 1, make sure that you're using a soaker hose, because while watering cans are cute, they typically don't hold the amount of water that you need for your shrubs and trees. 2, water in the morning, so the water has a chance to soak into the soil and the roots before the warmest part of the day. If you can't fit it into your morning routine, watering later in the evening is another great option. And 3, always check the soil before watering. While plants love water, they do not love being overwatered. So to avoid this, check the soil by sticking your fingers in the ground. And if the soil is wet, there's no need to water. If the soil is dry, give your plants a good soak. All right, it's time to start watering. Always make sure that you're watering at the base of the plant. While you might be tempted to spray with water over the tops of the plant, that can actually do more harm than good. By watering at the base, you'll keep those leaves and flowers healthy and get the water where it needs to go. As for the amount, it's better to water your plants thoroughly and less often rather than lightly every day. This, of course, depends on factors like the variety of plant and recent weather, but as a general rule of thumb, when you notice that the soil is dry, give the plant a good, even soak. Of course, I can't talk about watering without also talking about containerized shrubs and trees. They tend to dry out a little bit quicker than their landscape counterparts, so make sure to add those containers into your watering schedule and give them a really good soak when the soil dries out. And there you go. With a hose, water, and a few easy tips, you're on your way to keeping your First Editions plants healthy and thriving for the long run. Head to firsteditionsplants.com for even more watering tips, and make sure to like and subscribe for all the tips to keep your First Editions plants healthy and happy. Happy watering, and I'll see you next time on Garden Gab.